out of the machine, Mr. Miles?
What's the matter, Doc?
Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
Yeah, what a bitch. Let's go with him. Hey, Doc, can I be your new assistant?
Let's talk to her. She's hot.
What if one of these times he wakes up and his pants are unzipped?
Oh, why?
That would be hot.
Inbox Lucy.
We can look through her emails.
Oh, we're like Rudy Giuliani.
You said wind up like Layla earlier. What did you mean? From Lucy. Nothing, get back to work, pulls. We have a deadline. Psst. Why do you sign your emails? It says right up top who it's coming from.
Got him.
That's dumb.
That was from Warren.
That guy's mean.
Jill, do you want to read this? It's classified information.
As a general reminder, all employees of Abstergo Industries are prohibited from discussing corporate policy, proceedings, and projects. In light of pending litigation, you are all reminded of sections 2.15 in your employment contracts. You acknowledge and agree that Abstergo has developed such confidential information by the investment of significant time, effort, and expense, and that such confidential information provides Abstergo with a significant competitive advantage in its business. You acknowledge and agree that a breach of this agreement by you will therefore result in irreparable harm to Abstergo, the extent of which would be difficult to ascertain, and in any event, money damages will be inadequate as a remedy in the event of such a breach.
I'm moving it down.
Accordingly, you agree that in the event of a breach of this agreement by you, Abstergo shall be entitled to injunctive or other equitable relief as the court deems appropriate, in addition to any other remedies which it may have available. Should you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact your human resources manager. We thank you in advance for your compliance. So they can't talk about what they're working on?
No.
With each other or with other people?
I don't think with anyone outside their branch.
What year did this take place in? Because we're getting kind of close to the 11th.
Wait, after that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let's see, Warren, found your access key pen again today out by the parking lot. You really need to start keeping it in your pocket instead of letting it hang off your coat. Try and take better care of your things. Imagine if security had found it, they'd have shut us down for at least a day to reprogram all computer access codes.
Wow.
Great. Leave it at my desk. Worry less about my things and more about making the Animus work.
Jeez.
What
That's kind of a dick.
I hope he goes to jail.
Sounds to me like Warren is bad at his job and a little bitch.
Yeah.
And can't handle criticism.
I also like how Lucy was just sitting there and allowed you to look through her emails.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Isn't that weird?
Oh, can you look through Warren's emails on his computer?
Well, let's go look. But you know what's really funny about this is that the reason that she allowed you to look through her emails was because she was an assassin. But then later they changed their mind and she was technically a Templar, and there would have been no logical reason for her to let you look through confidential emails at Abstergo if she's a Templar.
That's true.
That's clearly something that they changed that doesn't make any sense.
That's why I don't like that they changed and made her a Templar. Couldn't they just kill her and say, oh, she was an assassin all along?
I seriously think we should make like a 5 things that make no sense about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
And that should literally be in there as Lucy.
That should be number 1, because it makes me so mad. Lucy was supposed to be an assassin the whole time, and they just didn't want to pay her voice actress more money.
No,
it
was planned.
Changed voice actresses.
It was planned, Jill. It was planned.
Feel like telling me who put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, 6 days now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists, at least I think you're scientists, and forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see, I don't know. Maybe give me some answers?
I can't. And it's better this way. Safer.
Safer for who?
Both of us.
Okay. Can you guys hear it well?
Yeah.
Because
I can hear fine.
If I turn a little bit, it only plays in one of my headphones.
I think it's because your headphones are breaking.
Oh, really?
Because
You don't have that
chewed-
problem?
No, I can hear fine.
Cosmo chewed on those ones one time,
I've got
remember?
a question I think you can actually answer.
What's up?
Why is it that sometimes the guys in there Talk like they're from the future.
The future?
I mean the present. Now, today, whatever.
You've probably noticed that English has become the official language of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Animus is translating speech it deems vital into more modern English, so expect a few anachronisms. I could probably make it more authentic, but you ever read Chaucer?
Who?
Yeah, definitely not for you.
What stuff was she talking about? I didn't notice any modern language in the
So,
games.
you know how, like, they were talking English, like you and me?
Yeah.
Well, the people back then would have been speaking a language
Oh, is that
Like Arabic.
that was more
that-
old-timey.
I thought it meant like they were talking about like, hey, you pick up your keyboard today?
No, and they would have been speaking in a different way, too. Like, they would say something like, where art thou sheep? Instead of, like, where are your sheep?
Yeah.
So, like, the Animus translates all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about Abstergo? And what goes on here? Beyond the whole keeping me prisoner thing.
Abstergo is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their primary focus is antidepressants. There's some information on the computer over there.
But you already said this isn't about testing a drug. So what's the deal?
I don't like where this is going.
So it's safe to assume the Animus is not a part of their public face.
What, you haven't seen the commercials?
Oh my god. She has a sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I've got a lot of work to do. Like I said, if you want to know more about the company, take a look at the computer. The telecommunications stuff is particularly interesting.
So she tells you to go look at her laptop with the emails?
Yeah, which I'll do in a second here.
That's really funny.
Let's go around. And...
Oh, it's the stuff we already looked at.
yeah, so she tells you to look at the computer, but it has her email up and she knows it.
Yeah.
Can I interact with her? Okay,
Aren't
there
you
we go.
tired?
Aren't you tired?
Hey, don't you want to go to my bed in the background?
In the background, huh?
Or the back room? I mean.
No, you made a mistake and
I'm
it's
sorry.
all over for you. So yeah, that's what I don't like about this is Jill pointed it out earlier, and I do think you can be like a little overly harsh on it sometimes, but it's very clear that like she was an assassin.
Yeah.
It does not
It's really clear in the other games, too.
It makes no sense. She'd be like, "Oh, hey, go look at the computer. Whoops, my confidential emails are up on there. Oh no."
Right.
She
She's a
either is
Templar.
the biggest idiot of all time, or she's an assassin.
Or she's a Templar who doesn't care what the assassins learn, which also doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Because she should be... like, Abstergo still didn't want them learning all kinds of, hidden information and stuff.
Right.
So
Well,
like,
and
ooh,
even
a
if she
shower.
was a Templar, even if she was a Templar pretending to be an assassin, there are some stuff that she just wouldn't have wanted them to see anyways.
Right. Also, there's something...
She also wouldn't have helped them with so much stuff. Like, she basically helps them to get to their victory.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
So is this thing over here, is this the bed that it wants to interact with?
No, press interact.
Oh, it
Oh,
is.
nice. Okay.
I try and walk around because there are missable interactions in the real world in this game. He's like, oh no, I just saw Chinese characters.
What, is he racist?
Yeah,
Wait, how
he
did he
is.
switch bedsides?
Let's go, Mr. Miles. Time's wasting.
Also, why doesn't he sleep under the blanket?
Couldn't he have rolled over during the middle of the night? I don't know why he does that.
Why does he keep his shoes on?
Why is he sleeping in jeans?
I mean, personally, if it was me and if I was a man,
Who sleeps?
I would take my shoes off, I'd take my jeans off, I'd take my sweatshirt off, and I'd just sleep in my underwear to be comfortable so I wouldn't get my clothes all sweaty if they're not going to give me new clothes.
I would sleep naked so Warren Vidic had to walk in on the world's biggest morning wood, and I would be sitting above the bed, so he'd come in and it would just be pointing to heaven right there.
That makes sense.
Just straight up at the sky.
Where's Lucy?
Oh, don't worry. She'll be with us soon enough.
So why are you doing all this, Doc? What are you hoping to accomplish?
You turned the television on lately? Read the newspaper?
Never cared much for that stuff.
Then let me sum it up for you. The world's a mess. It's pathetic, really. You've seen it firsthand yourself. 1,000 years between you and your ancestor, and society remains just as barbaric, just as stupid.
And your point is...
Order, Mr. Miles. The world needs order. That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve.
You expect me to believe you're building a better tomorrow?
That's exactly what we're doing. The human race calls out for direction. They want to know why they're here, what they're meant to do. Well, we're going to tell them. And once they understand how to live their lives, everything will be better.
Better how?
An end to all conflicts, large and small. Isn't that what you assassins strive for? Peace in all things?
I told you, I'm not an assassin.
Right.
I still don't see where I fit into things.
In time, Mr. Miles. In time, you'll understand. Or you won't. I don't care either way, as long as you show us where it is.
Where what is?
Sorry I'm late. Ready to go?
Yes, we are.
I also don't understand why Warren Vidic would monologue and tell you anything. Like, why wouldn't he just say, sit down on the bed and shut up?
I think he assumes he's gonna kill you afterward.
Well, that's what the villain always assumes, and why do they care if they tell you anything then? If you're just gonna die, other than...
Because he wants you into the table.
Right, but he could just hit you on the head and set you on the table.
They're lonely people who want somebody to talk to.
You know, Warren is lonely.
I think he's very lonely, that's why he's so angry.
Well, does he have any friends?
No.
I just kind of wonder, it seems like since they're not allowed to talk about anything to anybody else other than, like, the people in their branch, maybe he really just wanted somebody to talk to, so he's like, well, this guy's gonna die anyway. I'll just tell him some of this stuff so I can talk about it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you might be right.
Oh, is this the sequences?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I like that Desmond wears a white sweatshirt with a hood on it, and it's kind of like the assassin outfit.
You've done well, Altair, and I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes.
Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning.
Significance comes not from a single act, but the context within which it is performed. The consequences born of it.
Then is there more I need to know?
Altair, your greatest failure was born of knowing too much. If I choose to withhold information, it is only to ensure you do not make the same mistake a second time.
I see.
No, you don't. And it will remain this way until you've learned your lesson. Still, you have performed competently, and as such I restore a rank and will return a piece of your equipment. Go now, either to Akka or Jerusalem. There are men in both cities who require your attention. The Bureau leaders can tell you more about what needs to be done.
Oh, I think we got another health bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I actually
nice.
like the progression in this game.
What kind of stretch is that?
So we finished
Counter kill.
sequence 2.
Look,
Oh, nice, we got counter kill.
now Nate won't be totally incompetent at the combat.
I'm only going
Oh,
to be
maybe-
mildly incompetent.
Maybe the reason you couldn't do the counters is because you needed that specific knife to do counters.
Which is weird because you use a sword.
Altair,
Oh.
it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
No.
Here, why don't you try this?
No.
This is pretty much the combat. So you have to be in fight mode.
Perfect.
I don't know if you're supposed to do that.
The work of a master.
Why'd you punch him in the kidney? He's like, no, stop, enough! Oh, jeez. It's like what we did to Mario.
Oh, why?
Remember that?
I do. We're like murdering Mario.
Mario got the beatdown of a century.
Yeah, so is this guy.
So do you kind of get how to do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same as the other games. It's just I'm not good at it.
That last hit was so unnecessary.
That was personal.
Well, I was trying to let you get it. Do you need to try anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm good.
all right.
Maybe not for like Assassin's Creed veterans like you guys, but I'm good.
I'm not an Assassin's Creed veteran. I just don't want you to get your ass kicked by Nameless Guard 32,
Well,
which is what was happening before.
he's a tough guard.
That's true.
The 31st one I can beat, but not 32.
That makes sense. I understand.
What about 33?
Nah, 33 is way too hard.
Wow, I can't even talk. How would you gonna beat the game?
What about Nameless Guard 69?
Jill, we get it. It's enough. Remember when people drag jokes out and it's too much, Jill?
What about Nameless Guard 420?
Jill, you stop or I will beat you up. And then there will be a whole controversy around domestic abuse in this channel.
What about your mom?
People will be looking at it
Got him.
like, did you see the signs early? I knew he'd beat her up when she said this and he did this, you know?
And she deserved it.
Like, yeah.
Stupid woman should have kept her mouth shut.
Hey, my
That's true.
supporters have arrived.
I'm all for repealing the 19th Amendment, personally.
I think there should be no amendments and no constitution.
Except
at
for the
all.
Second
No,
Amendment.
No,
The Second Amendment should
no.
always stay.
I want anarchy.
I think we should adopt all of the Middle Eastern rules.
Uh-oh.
Well, then you wouldn't have any rights.
Those would change every 2 years every time America put in a new leader.
I'm gonna take a horse.
Every time America showed up to our country and took our leader out and put a new one in, those rules would completely change. So there's no way to know what they are. Other than, like, sell oil good.
Right.
That's like the one constant.
Sell oil, hate women,
Oh, that's true. That's
Oh
good
yeah, I like hating women.
hate the gays.
point. Yeah, they can't like them, no.
Who's they?
What?
What do you mean by they?
Have you? Okay, show me a Middle Eastern country where there are systemic rules that benefit gay people other than Dubai. Yeah?
I'm trying to run through the Middle Eastern countries.
Well,
Egypt.
not really.
Now, Egypt hates everybody, especially news reporters.
Oh no!
Oh no! I'm gonna make a bad joke. I'm not gonna make that joke.
All right, can you get some of the viewpoints on the way to the city?
No.
Okay, thanks. So you have a choice now. You can go to Jerusalem, or you can go to Acre. It's like
I think it's Acre.
Whatever. Do you want to go to
Acre.
Jerusalem?
Yeah, I want to go to Jerusalem. Fun fact about Jerusalem here. Did you know?
That Jesus was born there.
No, he was not.
That was Bethlehem.
No.
Oh, sorry. That was America.
Yeah, he was born in
Didn't
Bethlehem.
Jesus go to Jerusalem?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you know that before it was called Jerusalem, it was just called the city of Salem?
Very early.
Yeah.
Did you know that I held some witch trials there?
No, I did know that. Yeah.
So what gave it the Jeru?
After it got settled, they switched. Jerusalem means.
Wait, pull up that map again.
I forgot what it means, but it means something in Hebrew culture. So I have to go all the way around for that.
You do, yeah. Do you want to do that one?
Yeah, might as
Okay.
well. Yeah, in the Bible, there's a character named Melchizedek,
Uh-huh.
and he is a king of Salem.
Oh, I thought he was king of the Jews.
No,
Oh,
king of
sorry.
Salem. But Salem's just the town before. I thought, is this far? Oh, it is. Salem was the town before it was called Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, there wasn't really a big point to that. I just wanted to say that.
I think it's interesting. Also, you went into like a guarded area, so now they're going to be on you.
So
Yeah, I
what
don't
triggered
like
it
him.
to become Jerusalem instead
What
of just
triggered
Salem?
it?
What triggered?
Yeah.
I think it's just after the Hebrews took it over.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought maybe like some Republicans said like, oh, I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of healthcare. And then like it got triggered and it changed its name.
Nice. Yeah.
It got triggered.
I
I
thought
know a few
most
people who've done that.
I've seen a lot of things that get triggered and change their name because of something a Republican says. So I
too.
thought maybe Jerusalem was like that.
Then they usually dye their hair blue.
Okay, Jill.
Okay,
What?
we're taking it a little far here.
You're taking it too far. My
Why is
hair's
it
blue.
reinitializing?
Anyone hear me say my hair was blue?
I did hear that. I don't appreciate
Well, I don't
you.
like listening to liars.
Why don't you want the flag?
I tried. It wasn't working.
Okay.
There we go. I'm going to take a new horse.
King
because-
Dick
Oh,
flag
you
collector.
abandoned the old horse. Now nobody's ever gonna find him.
We swapped the old white horse out for a black horse
And
for
he's gonna
diversity.
stand there and starve to death.
I love diversity.
Well, I did that in case anyone was tailing me.
Okay, look, this horse deserves help. That horse didn't.
No,
that
it
horse
doesn't
can,
deserve help.
That horse can fend for itself because it has privilege.
Makes sense.
This horse doesn't have privilege, so we will leave the old one to die. What do you think, Jill?
I think that's upsetting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Very un-vegan of you.
What?
Un-vegan.
Unvegan?
I guess I'm not very vegan. I really like red meat.
No, I hate being vegan.
My favorite thing is to go up to vegans while eating a burger.
Me too.
So what you guys doing?
Oh, this is a great burger here.
And then you
Wonder how many
sneeze.
cows got killed in the process of this.
Have you ever sneezed and like a little bit of food comes out?
Yeah.
You do that on them with the burger.
Yeah, I do that all the
Little
time.
bits of burger come out on
Like while their mouth is
I
open.
mean, I
while
don't think they're like
talking.
allergic to meat. I
No,
think
but it
it's
would like
just-
upset them.
Oh,
you
okay,
know?
got it.
And like you have to do everything you can in life to upset anyone different than you.
Got it. I like this policy.
The moral high ground.
Hey, you're a little different than me. You have a disability.
Uh-oh.
I'm coming for you.
Probably have a few.
Okay. Let's go to Jerusalem, but I'll get this one on the way.
Wait, but there's two right there on the way. See?
These are not on the way.
Yeah, they are. Look, at the path connects.
No.
Okay, well. See, don't you think, like, I know the kingdom is not super lively. Like, this is called the kingdom.
Yeah.
But don't you think it kind of adds a little bit to the world feeling connected, that there's cities connected by this?
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I mean, to be honest, it's what I liked about 2 also.
Mm-hmm.
Was that if you're in Florence and you want to go to a different place, you have to go to this, like, middle ground area.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish it was kept in other games. Like, I know in 3 they have the wilderness that connects
Boston
and New York and whatnot. And I like the wilderness. I thought the wilderness was a better version of this, to be honest. But I kind of wish there was maybe something else. Like, I wish the wilderness was maybe just another area, and then they added in, like, a connecting area like this.
I thought the wilderness was that area.
Well, I'm saying I wish the wilderness was just the wilderness, and they also added in something like I could go into here.
Like roads?
Yeah, like I could go into this type of area and then travel to the wilderness.
Okay, I'm not trying to
go back here and then go to Boston.
I'm not trying to be annoying, but why? Just so there would be an extra area because you like that game, or like why do you want there to be another area?
Because I like this concept of like traveling to area. And
so you prefer an extra area?
Yeah, and I'm saying I wanted more areas.
Okay, I get it now. I was like, why do they need that if you just said the wilderness does that? I was just confused.
Well, I'm saying the wilderness is a better version of this, but I also just want more content in 3.
Would you have just wanted more wilderness? Would you have liked that?
Yeah, I think I would like that.
One more city and more wilderness?
Actually, I think it's called the Frontier. But yeah,
whatever.
I kind of think 3
it.
deserved more content. I felt like that game was too short.
3 has a lot of content. It's just that you don't...
I guess what bothers me about it is, like, there's first so many sequences being with Hatham that I feel like Connor deserved a few more.
Yeah, that's I agree with that. But that would just be... So you want more story for Connor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that if you had an extra city and you spent...
Philadelphia.
Yeah, and you spent a little less time with...
Okay. I think we're just gonna have to...
With him. So Concord, do you only go there for those missions?
No, I think Concord's just an area in the Frontier.
Oh, okay, got it.
So there is that. That is cool.
That's kind of a city.
But I guess my thing is, why isn't there why can't you go to Philadelphia? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Philadelphia was a prominent city in the American Revolution. I would have liked to see Philadelphia.
That's like asking why you can't participate in a bunch of the battles.
Yeah, true.
I would have loved to participate in a bunch of the battles. You only get to participate in, like, what, 1 or 2?
Okay, what is going on?
You participate in a few of them, but not many. A lot of your participation is things like ride with Paul Revere.
And do
which
this
is
thing
cool.
in the background.
Yeah.
Kill some of these guys at this one fort that didn't matter.
Well, yeah, like when you... So what is the final battle of the Revolutionary War, or the final main battle, Nate?
Battle of Yorktown.
Okay, when that's happening, did you know the assassins are on land providing support by, like, killing people?
Oh, like in canon?
Yeah, they're, like, going after Templars.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And you actually, I think, participate in a little bit of that or something. I don't remember.
Oh.
But, like, you're not actually at the Battle of Yorktown. You're just, you know...
Yeah.
Out there. And I found that to be a little silly.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, how come you've spent all this time with, like, the Revolutionary War? It almost felt like by the end of the Revolutionary War, Connor lost interest in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
Did you
That's
notice that?
I agree. I also felt like Connor never really had any interest in, like, building a relationship with George Washington, but then at the end of the game, they were like, George Washington, my best friend of all time!
Right.
Yeah, I don't really understand why there wasn't... There should have been more stuff with Connor and George Washington together where you work directly with him. And the reason I think that is because I think it would have tied in very well to the idea of, like, oh, Washington was kind of using you because he knows that you're a Native American and he still killed your people.
Right.
Yeah, and I wish he kind of fostered some more relationships with other people instead of just being like, you only see Ben one time, you really only
well, there should have
talk
been
to
more
Paul
founding
Revere a little bit.
fathers. There should have been more founding fathers in the game.
Yeah.
Instead of just Ben Franklin and George Washington, and that's basically it.
Sam Adams.
Sam Adams, yeah. Like, where is John Adams? Where is Thomas Jefferson? Where is James Madison? Where were these people?
Well, where was Ben Franklin for most of it?
Well, and also here's another thing. What's one of the key factors in the Revolutionary War? The signing of the Declaration of Independence. Where was that?
What? Okay, so you know what I want? I want just ridiculousness, like how Ezio invented coffee. I want like
Ezio invented.
Yeah, don't you remember how he like fixed coffee?
I do remember that. Yes.
I want ridiculousness, like you look closely at the Declaration and Connor's signature is on it as well.
That's hilarious. That would actually be pretty cool for assassin canon.
That'd be really cool. Why can't
Like in very small letters, you just see Connor.
Yeah, what if
awesome.
what if the ending of the game was you signing the Declaration as Connor?
That'd be really cool.
And they're just like, who's this guy? Like,
the explanation is like maybe over time it faded from the Declaration of Independence, so we don't see it.
but no other name faded enough to matter.
It's because he wrote it in like a special Native American pen.
Hey, how did we
They
get
have special pens.
He's like invisible ink. How did we get back the original Declaration of Independence, by the way?
How do we get back the original Declaration of Independence?
Yeah, because we sent it as a letter. Did we ask for it back? Please send back, thanks. Or like what? How did we get that back? It was sent as a letter to the King of England, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know, actually. I've never thought about this.
You should look it up.
Yeah, that was the point of it, was John Hancock was signing it really huge.
John handed my cock, yeah.
So then the king
hand.
will not need his spectacles to see his signature. That was the point. Yeah, I never even thought about how do we get that back.
Also, why didn't anybody else sign it super big for the king then?
Because he was the first.
Oh, okay.
So he got the most room.
That makes sense.
Because there was 66 signers, and they...
666?
No,
and they were all for the
66.
devil?
I think it's funny
Stop,
that...
you're going to give Republicans ideas
I
here.
think it's funny that
With some, weird lore.
What, John?
I think it's funny that people still make fun of John Hand and his cock for signing really big.
John Cock in hand. Yeah, he could not stop signing, I could tell you that. Why is your signature white and slimy, John? Ah! I really don't want to talk about it. So that the
Let's talk about something else.
So that the king will not need spectacles to smell my seed. What?
Good heavens. So is the Declaration of Independence, does it have fold creases on it? Because didn't they have to fold it up to put it in an envelope, or...?
They sent, a really huge envelope.
Did they
really?
actually?
No, I don't know. I don't know what the process
doesn't
of
know
this.
anything about
I don't
this.
know what the process is of sending the Declaration of Independence over to England looked like.
Why do
I'm
you
just
know
kind of
nothing
wondering,
about
does it have
history?
fold
You're right.
creases on it, then?
Well, it gives me something to look up now. I can study the process of the Declaration of Independence and how it went to England.
What if you sent another one
I sent a follow-up.
to England again?
Declaration of Independence Part 2.
And you had LOL, your queen's gone now, or something.
Nice.
Now they're going to have to say in his majesty's, and this new king seems a lot more boring than the previous leader.
Well, yeah.
That's true, and also I feel like Her Majesty
What?
has some spice to it.
Yeah, this guy, okay, you're just going to have to fight
That's
him.
just,
This guy just seems like a dum-dum.
This guy,
dum-dum?
well, so this king, what's his name again?
King, was it Charles?
I think
Okay.
so.
He kind of seemed like a douche.
Well, yeah, because
Sure.
he's waited 100 years to become king, so he's just angry in life.
You think he is?
He's bitter.
You think
And he's also
better?
on Epstein's list.
Wait, he was?
Yeah, he was.
Wait, that
Wait,
guy was on
seriously?
Epstein's island?
Yeah, he was on Epstein's list.
He shouldn't be king then! What the fuck?
Why does no one care about that list, by the way?
I don't know.
Why
People
does
should.
no one care about that list where a lot of people are implicated in potential alleged pedo action? Where, why does no one... What happened to the whole Epstein thing? It just went away. How did it just go away? I understand there's a lot of powerful people, but no one cares?
Because it was more important to talk about how good Joe Biden is as a president and to throw a bunch of Republicans under the bus. Because...
So you think it was politically motivated that
Yeah.
information went away?
Yeah, I think it was politically motivated because I think that a lot of people just wanted to focus on canceling other things and making sure that their party moves forward and not really giving a shit about anything
What
else.
in the
Well-
2020 election?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to know what it is? I think the reason why no one's discussing it is because they realize that a lot of their fan favorite people are on the list.
That too.
So you're saying that to look into it would be to admit that there's a lot more disgusting crap going on in Hollywood and in
Yeah.
in higher up government that
Oh,
people
yeah.
are willing to
Yeah.
admit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And people don't want to look at that.
Well, why not just admit it and then replace those things? You know what I mean?
Because these people are bad people.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense because, like, so...
That's a cool thumbnail right there, by the way.
That is really cool. So if, wait, here, can I see this? Can you turn off the HUD?
The HUD.
Let me see, options, HUD elements, off. Oh, wait. Okay, so if I go here... Actually, I think you can turn it off in this.
Oh, are you setting this up so you can have, like, a picture?
Yeah. Gonna have to turn that back on, but...
That's cool.
Nice.
Do another one where you're, like, standing off the horse.
I can do that. I think I turned my notifications off, by the way. So
Yeah, you did.
It should be still taking the pictures.
You did that in Gotham Knights.
I like this. It's really cool that you can go to Jerusalem.
This game has a photo mode?
Does it have a photo mode?
I mean, this is kind of a photo mode. It just doesn't freeze.
Yeah.
It also isn't like a free camera, but it's still better than Elden Ring.
This is cool.
Maybe we could do this in some places where, you know...
Yeah. Is there Hezekiah's Tunnel in this?
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what you said. Hezekiah's Tunnel is what I called my ex's butthole. So, like, I don't know what this is. Can you turn back on the HUD elements?
I thought my butthole was Hezekiah's Tunnel.
No, yours is actually the Marianas Trench.
It's the Gillianas Trench.
Mine's the St. Lawrence Seaway. It was man-made.
That wasn't funny, dude. Oh, wait, so you're trans?
Yeah. So now you have to like me and you have to respect every opinion that I've ever given.
Oh, I like you so much.
Wait, what is going on here?
My phone.
It's just a cutscene.
Yeah, it's right here.
Thanks. What happened?
We have a cutscene here.
Oh, not a cutscene to show us this city exists.
Stop! Okay.
Climb the wall.
Oh, no.
What do we have here?
All of a sudden, if this existed in
this?
Mexico, it would be problematic.
Why isn't there an Assassin's Creed game taking place in Mexico?
I don't know, maybe because
Like during the reign of Tenochtitlan.
You gotta help that guy.
Okay.
You have no reason to be out here, old man.
Okay.
Isn't Ubisoft made of, like, a bunch of French people?
Where do you get that from?
Actually, I think she's right.
So, don't French people... I've just decided this is canon to history.
Okay,
Do you think
good.
French people just don't like Mexicans, and that's why there's no Mexican Assassin's Creed game?
Well, no, I don't think that works because they did make the whole Aguilar movie, and wasn't that a Spanish assassin?
Yeah.
I thought
But that's
Aguilar
not
was French.
Mexico.
Well, no, but it was in... It was a Spanish assassin, so I'm saying, like, they must like all Latin American and Latin people.
That makes sense.
Except for Mexico.
Okay, got it.
Except for they picked Michael Fassbender, who's not Spanish.
What do you think about that? I do not care.
I don't care either. I don't care.
If you are the ethnicity. I care if you're black and you're a white guy. That's
Well, yeah.
stupid.
Right.
But how come, like, I've seen this stuff where it's like, oh, well, they said it was a Dominican guy, and this guy's from the country next to there.
Right. It's like,
Well,
well,
I don't
okay.
care.
Right.
I do think it's kind of weird, though, if they say, like, oh, it's a Dominican guy, and then you choose, like, a guy who's, like, very white with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah. These guys say basically nothing, by the way.
I'll hurry home. Don't think I'll leave it again anytime soon, either. You've done me a kindness, young man. Be assured, I won't forget it.
So there's citizens in every town to save.
I'm really glad we're in the rich district, though.
Yeah, well, it's located next to the bitch district.
Okay.
Wait, is
Who's
that
on these?
Is that a viewpoint to your left?
Oh, I thought these would say something.
I don't know. That says something in some language. I can't read.
I don't know. Is it?
No.
Scholars. There's viewpoints inside the city. Let's blend in with scholars.
Okay. So are you liking this game so far?
Yeah, this game's fun.
Okay. Do you like it now more that you got the counter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the combat sucked.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
just
yeah.
let's be honest
With
here.
no counter.
Yeah. Like you basically have taken out the entire combat system there with removing the counter. Like
Yeah.
that's the combat.
In
is
this game
counters.
specifically, yes, definitely. Jill, what do you like so much about this game? Because you talked about it being one of your favorites.
I really like the character development of Altair turning from an asshole to becoming a kind person who understands what his mission is in life and isn't just full of hubris anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like a lot of the classic elements of it where,
You
like,
can jump that way.
where like there's the very beginning of climbing and being able to climb up all these interesting churches and stuff.
Just go up the window, dude.
Which was
Here?
No, over the huge window that you're right at. You can climb that whole thing.
Which was something that, like, previously I hadn't really done in games before aside from Tomb Raider, so it was really special to me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I also really liked the logic behind certain things, like blending in with the scholars and stuff like that, and planning out your moves to kill people and things like that. I always thought that was really cool and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wish some more of those elements had been continued on with the rest of the Assassin's Creed games, like the intentional climbing and the planning to kill your target and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
However, because I played this game, I got sucked into the rest of the story of Assassin's Creed, which is why I like the other Assassin's Creed games.
So would you say this game led to you getting sucked?
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is the reason I enjoy this game so much is because I like a lot of the gameplay elements of it.
Nate, oh, for the love of God.
Do you want to climb this if apparently I'm like this bad? It's like, I don't understand why you can't just grab this.
Oh my word.
Like, why can't he just grab the ledge?
It's too hard.
I also liked the kind of gray area of some of the people like Al-Mualim kind of being shitty bad guys, but you're also going up against Templars who are also shitty bad guys, and it's like there's no clear good guy, really.
So you like the moral relativism?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting, where it's like there's so many groups that are trying their best to be like, oh, we want world peace, but really neither of them are executing it in a good way.
So, Jill, would you say Meta World Peace, famous basketball player, is more deserving of world peace credit than the Templars and Assassins in this game?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I would say that.
Ron Artest?
Speaking of meta, Jill, what's your thoughts on meta slaves? Are you a big fan?
What is that?
Meta slaves?
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about how Facebook has been taken over by the company Meta and now
No.
to further their company?
We'll tell you about it in a second.
You will be rewarded. Talal provides.
I'm sure of it.
Who knows what the future holds? What tragedies tomorrow may bring? Defend against an uncertain future. Protect the ones you love. Work hard and you will be rewarded. Talal provides.
My family is sick and dying.